Hi. Well, I'm back from the NEC. I'm back in my little house here in Suffolk. So I thought I'd come on and tell you what I got up to last week. So I'm sure those of you that were following were in no doubt that I was speaking on stage because I think I repeated it several times. But the talks that I did on the Advice Centre on the Tuesday, the Wednesday, and Thursday were well received. I drew a reasonable crowd. All right, some were sitting there having their lunch, but they all stayed and listened, so that was a positive. And then over the weekend, I was talking on the Camping and Caravanning Club stand about how to choose a motorhome and things to think about. That drew a smaller crowd. It's a smaller stage, and I was on at 10:30 in the morning when people were still piling in the door and going off in all different directions. But it was good. I enjoyed it. The towing experience was great. We did a fair few tows, quieter at the start of the week, but I think the weather had an impact on that. But the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday, we did not stop, and we did some really good numbers there. Met loads of great people, either steering them towards the club courses because of their locality or the type of training that they were looking for, but also managed to hand out some of my own cards as well. Because if people are on my doorstep, it does make sense to come to me rather than to drag themselves all the way up to Coventry. And once we'd finished work, Andy and I would go in the show. I think we went in. We went in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we met with various people. We met with Motorhome Matt and filmed a short little video launching our partnership. So if you go onto that leisure shop, there is a link, and I'll put that in the description. But if you use the code The Trailer Lady, all one word, you'll get 10% off your first order. So we had great fun filming that, and I'm sure you'll see that when it comes out later in the week. I also spoke to an insurance company, and we have now got a relationship with them, which is brilliant. So you can use my code and go through to them and get a quote, and they cover everything: caravans, motorhomes, trailer tents, roof tents. So I will put again a link for that, and you can feel free to go and get a quote from them. And what's lovely about them is that you fill out an online form with your details, and then a human being will actually ring you back and have a conversation with you about what your needs are and what you're trying to insure, which is lovely. So there's none of this pages and pages of form filling online. You're actually going to speak to a human being. We also, I'm just trying to think, we also spoke to a trader, a supplier of equipment for caravanning and motorhoming. I'm not going to say who yet because it's early days, but I'm hoping that we can form some kind of agreement, affiliate marketing agreement with them. So again, I can bring some discount, more discount to you guys for the equipment that you need for caravanning and motorhoming. And then who did we meet? Well, we went onto the Broad Lane stand and met all the gang at Broad Lane. Always made to feel very welcome. And normally they can find us a seat for me and Andy when we're very weary in our lunch breaks. So they're lovely. And they had a great show. And we met Karina and Julian from Here We Tow. And that was really good. I've followed them for ages, but I've never actually had the opportunity to have a chat with them. So it was nice to meet them. And we met Tash and John from Life Beyond Bricks. They were running the Maypole stand on behalf of that leisure shop. And that was really good. And I also bumped into them on the Advice Centre. So it was really nice to, again, finally meet people in the flesh. And the last ones was the Roman Radfords, because I was their warm-up act really on the Camping and Caravanning Club stand before they came on and was talking about all their amazing adventures and trips that they've been on. So it was great to meet Steve and Lynn's. Again, I followed them for a while, but I've never actually met them in person. And they were giving me some great advice with regards to my YouTube channel and my social media. So I feel like I've grown my network this last week and made some really great contacts. And people they're just really genuine, and they're trying to help me. They want to help me make a go of my social media side of it. I'm I'm quite comfortable with regards to the teaching and that side of things, but the social media I'm still learning, and it's a steep learning curve, but I am enjoying it. So any help and advice that I get from fellow influencers, YouTubers, etc., is always well received. And then I think apart from that, it was literally a case of work, eat, sleep, and repeat. Really, it was grueling, but in a pleasant way. I think most mornings we woke up going, "Oh no!" But once we got going, the buzz kicks in, the adrenaline kicks in, and we had a great week. We had some lovely meals out. We met up with a friend and took some team members with us. So we did Toby Carvery at Stonebridge Island on the Tuesday night. We did Hickory's in West Brom on the Thursday night. Oh, that's a bit nice in there. That's a barbecue grill place. So it was, Andy had the meat sweats as a result of that. And then on Saturday night, we went to the Malt House in Cliff, which is just beyond Kingsbury Water Park where we were staying. And we went out with the team there, which was nice. We had some headquarters staff there as well as the instructors, and had a good meal there. They always look after us. They're really good at catering for large groups. So we had a cracking time there. And then Sunday night, we got back to the van after taking all the caravans back to Coventry, and we just flopped. I think I ate. I don't think I fell asleep in my dinner, but it was all a bit of a blur. And then Monday saw us getting up, and I went off in one direction in the car to go and pick Herbie up from my dad, and Andy brought the motorhome home. And since then, the house has been a tip because everything's been emptied out, and it's been a case of washing and ironing and getting ourselves organised, because we're going to be working for the club most weekends going forward for the next couple of months. So we'll be in Coventry quite a bit. So we've got a quick turnaround this time. So what am I up to? Well, today the caravan's been serviced. So the caravan is now ready for collection and will be ready for the season coming. So all the running gear's been done, and it's fit for purpose, which is great. Andy taught yesterday, and that was a couple that we met at the October show. And they took delivery of their caravan on Monday and came to see us yesterday. And they had a cracking day, which was good. I'm meeting a couple tomorrow with a motorhome, predominantly to give confidence to the wife who wants to drive. But the husband will be there as well to pick up a few hints and tips. And going forward in the calendar, we've got the Tokar Awards in April. Andy is a volunteer on that this year, which is great. So I'm going to be driving, and I can just pull back up into the pits and get out of one car and get straight into another car and go off again. And he's going to be doing all the lugging and lifting and shifting in the background. But he's going to have a great week. I love Tokar Week. So I've got that coming up. And we've got a full diary. We're fully booked now for March, and we're starting to take bookings now into April. So it's all good. I am going to a network meeting next week, and I've been asked to speak again. So I'm going to be talking about my social media journey, I think, and how I'm using it to help my business. So there's lots going on. I'm going to meet myself coming backwards if I'm not careful. But we've got a really great year coming up. I'm so excited for what's coming. So I'm going to get back to my editing. There will be 2 videos going on YouTube on Sunday, and that's going to be how to reverse a caravan in a straight line or down a country lane, and also how to reverse a caravan on a pitch. And then I am working on the schedule for more filming, for more videos coming later in the spring. So if you've got any suggestions for videos that you'd like to see, caravan or motorhome related, please pop them in the comments. It's always helpful for us to give us a steer, to make sure also that we're hitting the spot for what you're looking for. So that's about it, really. It's been a bit of a whirlwind since we got back from Spain, and our feet haven't touched the ground, and it doesn't look like they're going to anytime soon either. So I'm going to leave you for now. I've got some more editing to do to get those YouTube videos ready, and keep watching. Thanks for your support. Bye.